Hi, my name is Dr. Dana Wanzer, and I'm in my third year as Assistant Professor of Psychology in Evaluation here at Stout. I am deeply honored that my graduate students nominated me to receive the Outstanding Graduate Faculty Award last year, and I dedicate this award entirely to them. When the pandemic hit, I was in my first year of teaching here at Stout. I struggled to maintain a healthy balance of maintaining learning objectives and prioritizing my own and my students' mental health. Then, that summer, the murder of George Floyd led to a national groundswell of protests championing the movement for Black lives. And I began questioning everything. Who am I? What are my values? And how do those values show up in my teaching? These ongoing pandemics, racial, environmental, health, and otherwise, led me to challenge the typical ways we go about teaching. When I had begun teaching, I had internalized things from other faculty, past and present, like policing my students through late policies, attendance policies, camera usage policies, and proctoring software. I abolished them all in favor of compassionate policies that demonstrated an inherent and basic trust in my students. I flipped my courses, applied principles of universal design for learning and trauma-informed pedagogy. I devoured books on progressive education pedagogies and inclusive pedagogies, and began implementing alternative grading systems that helped students focus on learning and not so much on the grades. I can now finally see my personal values show up every day in the ways that I taught. I am not fully sure of the reasons why my students nominated me for this award, but I'd like to think it's because of the trust I placed in them and the compassion I gave them. I think this quote by Bell Hooks in her book, Teaching to Transgress, sums it up nicely. To teach in a manner that respects and cares for the souls of our students is essential if we are to provide the necessary conditions where learning can most deeply and intimately begin.